welcome to another Saturday Night Live with African Night, brought to you by Ali Naimo, your host at Temple Afric TV. And today is a special day. We have a lot going on here in the U.S. side of the world. It's the holiday season. It is December. We just got done with Thanksgiving last 2 weeks ago. And now we're falling into the countdown for Christmas and the New Year and so on. But, back to our regular Saturday night. Today, I'd like to go ahead and give you a little overview about what we did at the last show. We had our guest, Fatu, here at the time, who was talking about Fight Indo. If you haven't seen that video or heard that story, the link is on templeafrictv.com, so please go check it out and learn about her cause. She's doing an ad campaign for it. And now this week, we have a very wonderful guest today that we're going to bring on in the next part of the show. But first, I'd like to give you guys our fashion tip of the week. So we're going to start with me, and then our guest is also going to present one as well. Because, we like to go ahead and give you guys an idea what the fashion is here and what occasion they are for. So from now until after New Year, I'm actually going to be wearing fashion that relates to the holiday, which has most of the theme color like gold and red and black and green, kind of more into like Christmas. And then Christmas, like anything Christmas, anything sparkly. And also New Year is definitely sparkly. So like all the silvers, all the gold, and all that stuff. So as what I am wearing right now, I'm actually wearing a complete black dress with like gold trim on it. So it's black and gold. And then, of course, my jewelries are just gold. So gold is a really, really rich color, I would say, and kind of makes my skin a little standout gold, I believe. So brown skin girl, golden girls, whatever. So that's the fashion tip of the week that I like to give you guys. And mostly this dress can be worn for any special occasion, really. You can wear it to a gala, or you can wear it to a Christmas party. Or if you're one of those people that like to dress up on a Christmas day, where maybe your mom and dad invite you guys to a house and you have to come in all dressed up, you can wear that too for it. It's funny, I didn't even realize people really dress up for Christmas because I'm one of those that'll wake up in the morning in my jammies. That's it, just me and my kids. But, Christmas holiday is a very meaningful holiday, very important holiday to celebrate the birth of Christ. And you gotta wear classic stuff, very modest, very elegant, bring out the fashion wherever you wanna go on your Christmas holiday. So, that's my little fashion tip overview of the day, and going on to our show. So we're going to bring on our guests in the next part of the show. But for now, I like to get everyone settled in, and we will be right back for the main talk show. Welcome back to Temple Afric with African Night. So let's go ahead and present our special guest of the day. This lady here, she is phenomenal. You're going to be surprised when you see her. So this is not a typical model that you would see all the time. And also who is representing our African fashion, the Ankara fashion, just anything within the African culture atmosphere. She is amazing. She has been absolutely supportive in the African fashion industry. So let's bring on, her name is Christi, and she is our American international model here in Little Fashion, Minnesota. So let's have Christi. Hi, Christi.
Hi, Nicole. Good to see you.
How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing wonderful. I am just doing fantastic. Thank you for inviting me and letting me wear your beautiful gown. It is absolutely stunning.
And thank you so much for coming today. It was such an honor, and we wanted to show you off to the whole Voices of Diaspora community.
I would love to.
Because you have been really, really involved in what the diaspora do here in the United States.
I do believe in it. It's a very beautiful group, and I just enjoy, getting to know you more. I love you with all my heart, my friend, and it is just a very great collaboration that you and I have created along with the fashion world.
Yes, thank you. It really has been a really good beginning journey. I remember when I saw you on Instagram. I don't remember, was it you that contacted me, or it was me that contacted you?
I can't remember right now.
It was through Instagram, and I went and looked at your profile, and I was like, wow, she looks really good. But at the same time, I couldn't get like the final judgment until I saw you in person.
I know, don't we look different in person? So come visit us, come and see.
First time I met this lady was at Mall of America, and it was the promo. The promo photo shoot. We had a Newbie Ultimate Runway Show promo, and she was one of the main model for it. We had 2 other models, and then I was waiting at a Caribou shop, and here comes this lady, and I didn't think it was her until like you introduced yourself, and I was just like, you look amazing in person, more amazing in person than I would ever expected,
Thank you very, very much. It's, it takes work. You have to work at it. It's not something for me at my age that comes naturally. I mean, you can have, it's in my heart for sure. It's so, I love to express and just to be a representation of great products.
It's a passion.
It is a passion. I have a fire on the inside, and I love to show off.
And that fire is flame. It is flame.
Yeah, it kind of is loud, but it's hard to hold back some excitement. I do. I get excited when I work with great people like yourself, and I enjoy fashion, and I enjoy just classically beautiful pieces of art, and I get to be a part of it. So that's where I'm so grateful.
Wow. Well, anyway, we kind of jumped off to like our dialogue. This is like us every day, okay? When we get into talking, we get into talking. But first, I like to bring us back. So yeah, introduce yourself. Tell our audience, your name, who you are, and what do you do in the industry, so they have a little overview about you.
Okay, I'm Christi Gereau. I've been modeling since I've been 7, which
7 years old.
Yes, on and off. So throughout my life, going through college and then getting married, having children, you're on and off, modeling when you can. And my sons, 3 sons, have gone with me on so many shoots for big clients, and they would be in the background, and sometimes they sneak right in it, but now they're grown men, and now
grown handsome men.
Thank you. Married to the same man. I met him in high school. Aww. So we've been dating since our senior year, and I'm not going to give you numbers. You'll figure it out then, how old I am. I won't even tell them all how old I am.
That's a secret, okay? We're about to blow your mind later. You make sure you watch the whole entire show, because
she's trying to put me on the spot.
There's so much to reveal behind this lady right here. Oh. So make sure you stay for that, because, you guys can all sit there and take a wild guess how old she is. And then
so through marriage and through having babies and through different business careers, I was hit by a drunk driver walking across the street, and I saw doctors for 2 years. I had presented them with an idea that kept coming in my mind. I need to do Pilates. I need to have a Pilates personal trainer instructor, and many years ago they did not have that idea that would work. I got certified. I have my own TV show. I've produced TV shows, and I have DVDs. And then the fun part is that I have done running marathons, because I got healthier. After the accident, I literally, through my work, my Pilates studio, have gotten stronger. And now, a lot of the times through the seasons, you'll see me on the runway. I've had the opportunity to do your runway shows.
Yes.
It's been a miracle, literally a miracle from God. Thank you, God,
Wow. How bad was the accident?
pretty bad. I was hit from back on this side, and I landed on my head on this side. I was thrown 15 feet. Not to be too graphic, but it was, they had to melt my hair off the ground because it was frozen to the ground from the cut. And
wow,
the ambulance driver came out with a scissor to cut my hair, but my husband was like, no, we got that. We're good. We're going to thaw this out. So through an accident, literally my career happened by an accident. Yeah, and thank God for it.
Look at
I'm
God in his mysterious ways.
Is that cool? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
So I teach people to stay healthy. And then I'm a public speaker. I speak in prisons. I speak in a lot of corporate events on how to empower your mind, body, and spirit to be healthier in the mind, body, and spirit. And if I can do it, you can do it too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so just trying to imagine like the whole accident. I mean, that's pretty traumatizing, where I can imagine.
Yes, it was more traumatizing
it's
for my
like
husband.
it led you to who you are right now, you know, teaching the world and the audience about things that they couldn't do.
Yes, empower, you know, it's in your mind, you can do it, It's just, you have to start to will and ask and have your higher power, and I am a praying woman, and so, you know,
woman of faith,
and then I'm a doer, I'm an action person. So when I tell you I'm going to do it, it's a done deal. Yes, you can count on me. But in my mind, I have an idea. And then in my mind, I wanted to walk on the runway. I willed myself, you know, and got healthier, got stronger, and I wear high heels.
Was there ever a point in all of those moments where you felt like, I can't do this?
Yes. There's many times when I would go, oh, this is so hard and this is so much work. And I just kept seeing the goal. I saw the vision. I saw that I am an international supermodel, a brand ambassador. That's what I had seen in my mind, and now it's coming true.
Wow.
Thanks to you.
Well, I didn't do much.
You had a part in it.
But thank you. You know, I mean, it takes a lot of courage and a lot of strength, you know, because everybody has their downfall, and then when you're trying to get back up into what you love to do because you see the ending of it, you see the purpose and the mission of it, you know?
You understand. I know you do. As a creative woman that you are, an owner, a businesswoman, yes, a lady boss, you have to have that vision. You keep striving for that vision when it seems to be a little gloomy and very hard, and a lot of no's, a lot of setbacks. But you keep that vision in mind, and you will accomplish anything.
That is true. That is very true.
Yes.
Wow. So let's go back to your modeling a little bit. So you said earlier you started when you were 7.
I was a little girl, and it was a swimsuit.
You were doing swimming suit at age 7?
I did a swimsuit. It was one of those swimsuits that came up high to the belly button and one of the tops. And if you look on my Instagram page and you scroll down, you will see me.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I have to see this picture.
Long blonde.
A 7-year-old. I got to see that. That's my job tonight, is to look at that swimming suit photo. And what year was it? Was it like...
Did you see what she tried to do there? I'm on to her. Oh, she's a good one.
What year was it, Christi?
I can't remember.
We're going to have to dig this out of her. It's going to come out eventually. So at age 7, doing swimming suit, I could only imagine what the fashion was then. Because right now I'm literally thinking like the 80s fashion or the 70s fashion. And those fashions were really cool. Every time I look back to those things, you know, they have like the high-waisted shorts and stuff like that. Very hippie style.
Yes.
I still wear them today.
Well, they're back.
I just wish I was in that era.
Everything is coming back. It just, you know, give it how long? Some time and everything comes back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I learned that too in school, that fashion repeats itself every 10 years.
Every 10 years. I didn't know that.
So like, you know, back in the day they had elephant pants.
Yes.
And then they had the flare, the jasmine pants.
Bell bottoms.
Bell bottom.
Uh-huh.
And now they were back 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think the jasmine pants are like now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Like
the
the
stilettos,
with like the flare.
polka dots, plaids, those.
There you go, those ones.
It doesn't mean that you have to be a slave to the fashions. You have to have a classic look, and that's my look, is a classic, gorgeous, beautiful. So if they're bell bottoms or, you know, plaids, and that's the style right now, maybe I might miss that trend because it just doesn't fit my personality.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. No. So I just go with classics. This would be a classic for
She's a classic lady.
Forever.
All right, everyone. So we'll come back for more, and then she's going to tell us about what she's wearing today. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to our African night with our beautiful international supermodel here, also fashion ambassador. So she is a fashion ambassador for different brands in the fashion industry, representing jewelries, clothes, and now she's going to go ahead and show off what she has on today. And then I'll go ahead and try to describe a little bit of it, and then she's going to give us a little bit more detail of everything else she's wearing as well and whose brand it is. So, Christi, are you ready to go ahead and show off your catwalk? Yep. So here she is wearing a complete Ankara outfit, 100% Ankara. But as you could tell, it has like some, you know, gold trim, shiny, shimmery stuff, which really fits in a lot for holiday. And it has a sexy slit there. Where's the legs? So it has a little slit on the front. So if you want to, you know, be sexy and all that stuff, that's what it's for. And also the colors, it just looks amazing on her. Her beautiful golden, what would you call it? Your skin?
Golden.
Yeah.
Goldilocks.
She's definitely like gold because her hair is all gold. Everything is all gold. So the color is definitely more Vivian, and everything else on her stands out. So this is also another thing we want to present to, you know, the whole world about the African fashion as well, you know, that it's not just for a one tribe or a one ethnicity or a one background, you know. It's a fashion that we want to put out there as one of the most highest, richest thing that anyone can wear, you know?
I agree.
Like other designers you see out there, like Coco Chanel, Michael Kors, and all those stuff, they were visionaries that created something that everybody around the world can wear.
Around the world is right.
And look at how much potential Africa has as well, you know? We have our Americans here, our white Americans, black American, Europeans, everyone is getting into the Ankara. And, you know, even looking back to it, too, like back in the 70s fashion, there were, like, a lot of colorful and, you know,
a lot of
prints and patterns.
Yes, yes.
So when you kind of compare that to there's not that much difference, you know?
No,
because African fabric is just all colorful.
I love
patterns.
the color, and I think people are happy when they have color.
Yeah.
You know, it's eye candy. Is the way I like to say it.
Definitely. Like if you were to throw this in the 70s right now, you know, they would have the big afro or the curly hair, and then your bright pink or red lipsticks, and then your colorful eyes and stuff like that.
Exactly.
You know, the fashion in the 70s was really colorful, and it was beautiful.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Everybody looks like a doll.
Oh, they do, yes.
Yeah.
And now if you add on just the flawless, the no makeup look, no makeup, which a lot of people love. I love that. I also love makeup. And you add with your prints and your patterns and your colors. So sometimes you don't want to put on any makeup and you don't want to put on any lipstick.
No, because it already
you want to have the color though, boom, done for you. Easy. One stop, you know, it's just like it just presents itself. It just stands out in a crowd. It shines.
Yes.
I love your.
And it really draws all the attention towards you because everybody has like this different view of like, man, she's classic, she's majestic, you know? Yeah.
And then
that's, you know, that's the whole thing that fashion does. Naturally.
I love fashion. And everybody can.
Yeah.
You know, don't be afraid of fashion. What people have been afraid of that I've noticed is sometimes a little bit of color and just to have a little bit of lift in the wardrobe will make even you feel good. It's the people around you that love it. And like I said, it's eye candy, which makes it a happy place. It's just like, I love that. You know, and it's and it
gives you that vibe too.
It does give you a great vibe, an uplifting, you know, spirit. And then you have people that will have, it's a conversational piece. I have a lot of people that will stop me when I've worn the dresses that I have from you. The people will stop me, where did you get it? Not only is the pattern different, there's the color.
The colors.
The design of the dress in itself is so unique. It's a classic look, but very different, very outstanding. So I get people stopping me all the time. Where did you get that?
I bet. And most of these stuff, like, you know, when you try to dissect how the vision came together as one, because, you know, my whole idea was, this is an American style, you know? Yeah. Except instead of using like a simple satin or a chiffon, you know, I'm using an African print. So when you use that style with the African print, then it's like people immediately pushes it to the African fashion.
So they know.
You know? Yeah. But truly at the end of it, when you look deep into it, yeah, it's an American style, you know? It's not an African style.
It's your style, my dear.
It brings those together.
Yes.
You know? And that was my whole vision of bringing it together, you know, is like here in America, we have so many fashions. We have, you know, many different cultures and many different backgrounds have
many different cultures
and create
yes
this wonderful atmosphere of America, you know. And then as me, you know, contributing and bringing the Ankara and the different colorful prints, you know.
We need more of that.
Yes.
The United States needs more of that. I just would love to see more of it.
And I think they will.
Yes,
they will.
I hope so, because there's so much creativity, so much artwork, so many beautiful, you know, prints that I would love to see more. Can you imagine seeing this in a jacket for a man?
Yeah.
I could, you know, and just have the line of the lapel like black.
So dreamy, yeah.
Or gold.
Yes.
You know, I think not only for women, but for men. They need to have that pop.
Yes, that is so true. And once the spring kicks in too, like, I don't know, it just does something so magical, you know?
Oh, it's
I don't know if you guys can all like vision what I'm seeing, but
I see it.
Yeah.
Now. Yes, I would like to be like a second in your brain just to see what she dreams all these patterns and colors.
Sometimes when I can't describe it, I just start dreaming, you know?
Good for us.
So we definitely want to see more colors in our Americans as well, Black American, white American. You know, Africa is contributing into the United States, and here it is. Like, you look phenomenal in it.
And on you. Know? So not just myself wearing these beautiful gowns, and not just, you know, the African beautiful models over there get to wear these beautiful, you know, prints. I think it should be for every nation, every culture, everyone. I've seen so many models on your runway, you know, from Caucasian to Indian to everybody.
And last year we had all diverse.
Oh, very diverse.
And even the country, Africa itself, because Africa is a big, giant continent, you know? So we have, you know, the Africans, we also have white Africans, you know, when people kind of forget that.
They do forget that.
Like, you go from Morocco to Libya, Algeria, Syria, Egypt, those countries. They're Italian, they're Spain, they're, you know, that's their also partial root background as well, you know, but they're Africans because their land is in Africa, you know? And when you don't see them a lot in the mainstream media. So when the fashion is out there, you don't see them in colorful prints, except just their Islamic, you know.
That's true.
Looks, and that's all you see. But they wear colorful stuff like this, And when I went over there to Morocco and I saw it with my own eyes, and I was just like, wow, this is stuff I would never see on TV, you know?
So we need to have this.
And so when I started dressing, you know, my white Americans, and it's like, we already have that, you know? Yeah. You don't have to be, you know, a solid color.
No.
You know? There's 4 seasons in the United States. You know, you have spring.
In this
put
area,
a little color more into it, you know? And then we have fall, then you have the secondary colors and things like that. Yeah, so I was really glad I took that trip and really learned a lot more about like the different people of colors and the ethnicity background and how the fashion is the same.
Yes, to incorporate it into your fashion.
Yes.
Beautifully done.
And that was the most beautiful thing why I really wanted to bring you today as well, you know.
So different, right?
Yes.
I'm so different looking. A lot of times I'm her only white girl on the runway.
Yeah. And she's my
honored
ambassador now.
I am.
So
Thank
she's
you.
going to be, you know, out there. If you'll see her wearing some colorful prints, anything from Nubia collections, representing Nubia and all people of color and different ethnicity and stuff.
It's my honor.
And now, tell us about your amazing jewelries. They are so beautiful. And I couldn't stop staring at them.
I am an ambassador, brand ambassador for Milan Style. And you can see her on Instagram. She's a beautiful Italian designer, and we have so many different looks. Some of them are more, this is Baroque. This is a Baroque look. She also has...
Can we get a closer look of it?
She also has more the goth look. So if you're into big crowns...
Show them the ring.
And the ring is a Baroque-looking ring. It's just...
Look at how big it is.
It's like, big. Yes, it is.
You can stand 100 feet away and still see it.
Yes, yes. And the earrings, they're not heavy though, but they move. They're wonderfully made.
Yeah.
It's an Italian look. It's Italian, and it's just so fun to wear when you have stuff that stands out. Yeah, so I've been able to be an ambassador for her. I'm also an ambassador for fitness people.
Wow.
Yes, the Body Blade, Nordic Track, I've had, and that's a long time ago. That might put me dated. But the Body Blade is something that I have in my Pilates classes. So, you know, it's just just encompass all of what I'm made of. Fashion, jewelry. I've been in commercials.
God gave you this position.
Yes. By literally an accident.
Right.
And I've done a lot of skincare products, the Beauty Whip Retinol. I've done a commercial for them. I've done many different, you know, lines of clothing and shoes. It's just been a whirlwind since I've put that vision out there, and it works. So this has been one of the newest lines that I have started with.
Wow.
Yes. Milana.
They are beautiful. I mean, when I get married, I'm going to need to contact her.
Absolutely.
I'm going to need that for my wedding.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. They are stunning, especially pearls, you know.
Classics.
They're like one of the oldest riches you find in the sea, the shell. I actually studied about pearls.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was really
fascinated. Maybe we'll see some pearls on her. On her designs.
Yeah, so Melania, we're going to have to contact you eventually soon. So check out her stuff, you know, if you're a bride, about to get married, engagement, special occasion. I mean.
She also incorporates very beautiful necklaces with Swarovski crystal.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous. So you have a classic look, and then you have also more of a goth, very chunky, you know, different kind with spikes look. Yep. So she has a couple different looks in there.
I can't wait to check out her stuff.
From France and from Italy, designs.
Wow. Wow. Does she ship them here to America?
She has them here in the studio here.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Yeah, so close by to home. Yep. All right, well, we'll be right back for more and talk more about fashion. All right, welcome back to Tempo Afrique with African Night. So in case you missed the first part of the show, we had our special guest here today who we talked a little bit about fashion and how God just landed her in the position that she is today. So now we're going to continue on. She's going to tell us a little bit more about her personal story, you know, what is her purpose, what is her mission, and things like that in the fashion industry, and also her life as well. So let's welcome back again, Christi.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here today once again.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
and
honored.
you look stunning as always. You look amazing.
Thanks
Great
to
ambassador.
you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit, like, you know, where is your vision in this? Like, what are you
My
trying to
vision,
accomplish?
what I want to accomplish is to help out people that are unable to seem to get themselves out of a rut, whether it be depression or substance abuse, or just being in a position in life where they feel like they're hopeless and helpless. And my idea is to share that, yes, I was hit by a drunk driver walking across the street. I have had many people come up to me and ask me after I speak, how did you get through it? How did you do it? And like I said,
that's what I want to know.
it's a vision. It is determination. It's a lot of prayer. It is knowing that other people before me have done this sort of thing, so I can do it too. And I had a goal of being a supermodel when I was very young. People would laugh at me and say, well, you're too short, you're too this, you're too that.
You were short?
You know, for some of the runway models, you know, they're very tall.
Yeah.
And I'm not the skinniest, and I'm kind of tomboyish, and I have muscles. Yeah. It's not your normal model, and I am older. So I believe if you have it in your mind, do it. Why not? Yeah. You're going to have the people closest to you telling you that you can't. For instance, yourself. I'm sure that you've run up against walls one after another. Yeah. In our society, they tell us, no, you should do it this way. No, you have to do certain things. You know, being a mother and a supermodel. Being a grandmother and a supermodel. Yes, I am a grandmother. So you have to be able to say, it's in my mind, and if it's my desire, it was placed by God. I believe that. And to do what I have to do, certain people wouldn't go through what I have to do. Get up early, work out every day, you know, and then you have to listen to your body, because as the decades change, your body changes. My mom always said, listen to your body. I don't run like I used to. I don't jump rope as long as I used to. I do Pilates, though, and Pilates works. Pilates is a wonderful way to stretch and strengthen your muscles in the very same move. And I teach on the mat. I don't teach on a machine called the reformer or anything else. I teach you from the mat.
So Pilates are like movements that you do on
a mat. And it's Joseph Pilates was the founder of Pilates.
Okay.
And he used to call it controlology. That's what it used to be called. Him and his wife had a system that they made up, but before he got married, he was a young man that had a bone deficiency called rickets. Oh. So he had broken bones all the time when he was young. Really? He was in bed, and therefore he would be using pulleys and springs to help him sit up.
So Pilates kind of helps when your body is in that decline moment.
Yes, it can be when you need rehabilitation.
Tip for a lot of people to know.
But then it helps you maintain. If once you get strong, I've had whole football teams in my Pilates class, men.
Wow, that's so cool.
And it keeps them strong. It makes a long, lean muscle. It's not a bulky muscle. It's a long, lean muscle that it develops. Yeah. And it works around the joints. So all your joints that seem to get worn out, you have ligaments and tendons all the way around it. Yeah. And the small muscles that support the big muscles is what Pilates works on, the small muscles that work the big muscles. So I'm working around your joints and keeping them very strong and healthy. So
That's a trick I don't know. I didn't know you could do anything with your joints because I know the
it's around the joints that you're working in Pilates.
Okay.
Yes, and you're working down your entire spine, the whole vertebrae. You're working your core all the time, 24/7. Your stomach becomes very, very tight on all four sides. Your stomach isn't just here. You know, you have this. Your abdomen, your core is all the way around your whole body.
Oh, yeah. Like
so you're working all the way around your body. Yes. Legs, front, back, inner thigh, outer thigh, constantly in motion. So mat Pilates has saved my life. It saved my career. It actually created my careers. Wow. So my vision is if I can do this, you can too. I speak at many corporations. I speak in prisons, as I said, and I empower women. It's like, women, come on, we can do this. Lady boss, lady boss. You know, you become the boss of your life, men and women, and it's just, you take, you know, take the right path. If you're not taking the right path, that's not going to work right for you. True, yeah. So you learn, you know, by trial and error sometimes, and that's nothing wrong with trial and error, but you need to, once you fall, get back up and get back on that vision and keep going. That's all I say.
Wow. So would you say Pilates is what really built your body back up after the accident?
Absolutely. 100%. Wow. And then it's maintained my body.
You see, guys, there's so much power in Pilates.
Yes, there is. Yes.
And I didn't know that. I just learned that right now.
Yes, yes. And I have many people, from men to women to children, come in. I have, you know, young people come in. And it's just a matter, and some come and go. You know, your life will take you different paths, and they don't all stay with me all the time. But I've been doing this for 23 years.
You've been doing Pilates for 23 years?
Teaching 23 years, yes.
Wow, you've been really dedicated to it.
Because it cured me. I know that it worked for me. Yeah. And if it works for me.
And that's a natural remedy. You didn't have to take medication. Or
no. It was absolute. And my spine is perfectly fine now.
What were your doctors ever say? Because they never recommended that to you.
They did not recommend it to me. They did not think it would work.
Really?
Yes.
And you proved them wrong.
I did. I did.
Wow.
Yes. But you know how you have an intuition?
Yes.
And you know in your mind, you know what you know, what you know. And I said to the doctors, I do believe it would work. So I studied. I just went ahead with it. I did it. Yes.
Did they try to like go with other protocols, or did they give up on you? Or?
No, I don't recommend this.
Yeah.
I don't recommend this, but I stopped seeing the doctors.
Really?
I don't recommend that, but I did. So I did get certified, and I did study very hard to teach Pilates, and I'm like, wow, this works. Yeah. So I'm going to share it with the world.
That is so good. I'm so proud of you, because a lot of people would go with other generic tests until they feel like, you know, they have found the right one. Yeah.
And with this, I have a mission to share it with the world. I want everybody to know that now I am a brand ambassador. I'm a supermodel, international supermodel, which then around the world, if I can do this, you can do this. And at a tender age, closer to 100 than 1, the diversity.
You read between the lines, the world, 101.
The world is now very diverse, and nobody's excluded. And I'm so excited for you and for myself that we actually get to share a lot that hasn't been available before, because now we all can work on, empowering ourselves, empowering and lifting up one another. That's why I'm honored to be your brand ambassador. I want
I am so honored to have you.
I want Africa to know that we need you. We need this.
Wow.
This product, your beautiful gowns, your beautiful coats.
You have no idea how blessing it is to know you.
Thank you.
To get to know you, to know that someone like you exists. I'm really thankful. I'm very thankful. And it's a blessing. It really
I love you too, my dear friend.
Yeah. And, but I know people are going to be asking, who are you, how they can find you or link with you. Maybe they may have questions about,
I would love to
if
share
they're
with them.
going through some kind of a healing process or learn about Pilates and things like that. How can they reach you?
Through my Instagram would be the very best, easiest way to find me.
Okay.
Christi Gereau.
Christi Gereau. Okay.
And it's
So there you have it, guys. Instagram. She's on Instagram, and
DM
she'll
Direct
respond
message.
to your questions if you have anything. I mean, she's phenomenal. So, and
I'm
for her
here.
to keep saying 101,
I'm not 101. I'm still
you'll be surprised at
between-
how old this woman is. What year were you born? Since you weren't born, right? What year were you born?
No.
Chrissy.
It'll come out one day soon.
Okay, clues. You were born sometime. Way before you might. Okay. I can do the math, okay? She said she's halfway to 101. So if she's halfway to 101, when you're born, you're 0 years old, and then you're 1 year old. So she has to be, 51? All right, welcome back. I know we got cut off on the age part. Even the cameras did not want to admit her age. So we're just going to leave her.
Open up the cameras.
But I'm going to guess you're somewhere in your early 50s. I'm going to say 51. I could be wrong, but I'm going to guess 51. She still doesn't want to tell me her age, and I feel like I've asked her 100 times, but
I'm definitely closer to 100. I'll just say that.
wow. It'll probably take me 100 years to even believe that. Because she just looks amazing, but
Thank you.
of course, we got to hear her story, her secret, and how she takes care of herself. So that really teaches us how important your health really is, and how we should all take care of our health. Even I have learned a lot about that,
Mind, body, and
So-
spirit.
Mind,
Body and spirit.
So you also have to be mentally,
In a good place.
In a good place. Yeah.
And it takes work.
I bet, huh?
What you think and what you say is what you will
Really
become.
important as well.
So what you think and what you say is what will become.
See, this is what the other world needs to hear,
Yeah.
because they don't understand that,
Oh. They can get a hold of me. I can tell them. I can help them. Yes, we just take every thought captive. Just take, you have to think about the good healthy things. I know we have to be real and realistic.
Yeah.
You have to get, the food on the table. How are you going to get
Also,
the money
what you
for the
eat is
food?
very important.
Very, extremely important. That is one of
Like,
the...
what do you eat?
I shop the perimeter of a grocery store.
Okay.
Instead of going up and down the aisles, I shop the perimeter. So it's very pure foods.
Yeah.
I don't leave anything out. I eat the carbohydrate. Only it's a very fibrous, the rice.
So fiber is very, very important.
Fiber is very, very important, and that's one of my tricks.
Yeah.
To keep my weight in line is that the longer it takes to chew, the longer it takes to digest, the longer it stays in your stomach, the longer you will be satisfied, you won't be hungry. So you have to think, the longer it takes to chew. So more fibrous foods will stay in your stomach longer, and it'll take longer to break down.
Wow. What example would you give that are fiber, that are most?
Your
'Cause I know
vegetables.
a lot of people out there probably don't know what fiber is.
Probably you have your multi-grains.
Yeah.
If you're going to pick out a loaf of bread, instead of white bread, you're going to have oat bread or a lot of nuts in the bread.
Yeah.
Rice. If you're going to have rice instead of white rice, have wild rice or brown rice. It takes longer to break down.
Wild rice, or
Wild.
brown rice. Okay. I see.
And then if you have your vegetables, instead of a soft potato, have broccoli.
Broccoli.
Yes.
Okay.
Broccoli has a lot of nutrients in it.
Wow.
Yes. The fruits have a strawberry or berries.
Okay, those won't have a lot of fibers in
That
it.
will, yes.
Wow.
Very good for you.
Well, thank you so much for all these wonderful tips. You know,
You're
I
welcome.
hope everybody heard this today. Take care of your health, and we have Christi's here who can answer all your questions if you have any. And last but not least, before we end this show, and I would like to ask her, what would you like to tell our audience out there, or what would be your most biggest advice for them? What do they need to hear from you?
For myself, you just keep your faith. Keep your faith. And share it with your people and enjoy each other and take care of each other. Lift each other up. Come together and do it. You don't have to feel like you're lonely. You don't have to feel like you're separated. We can just enjoy one another. And I think the fashion world is a great example to show the diversity coming together. It is so wonderful here in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. The whole United States, we have New York, we have the California, LA, and the Chicago, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful group. And when you have a dream, keep it in the front of your brain. Keep thinking about it. Keep thinking about that goal. Do not be deterred by the people or the things, situations, people, places, and things can get in the way. Don't worry about it. Just go, take step by step, one moment at a time, and you too can accomplish dreams, miracles. Good luck to you.
And one request I'm going to ask for you.
Yes.
I want you to give a message to our young African girls out there.
Sure.
What is fashion?
Fashion to me is an expression of who you are. Fashion is something that is a piece of art. Fashion shows intelligence and design. You have science behind this. You have thoughtful, diagrammed, precise measurement. You have to have the math. You have to have the science behind it. It is art in motion. So I am wearing art in motion, and I get to bring it with me everywhere I go. That's what I love about your fashion.
Thank you. And thank you so much for that message. They need to hear it out there.
I hope to see more of you.
And a lot of our young girls in Africa, especially, when you have parents that don't believe in your vision and your dream of what you want to do. And for all the parents out there as well, there's nothing wrong with fashion. To become a model or to become a fashion designer representing the industry, Of course, we had our guest here as well to tell us, that it is knowledge, it is science, it is engineer. And when your child wants to grow up and become a model and a fashion designer, they're actually doing something that you wear every day. They're contributing into the society and helping as well. And that's why we also want to bring our Americans here to also explain us their ideology. Because I know in the African world, we have a whole different aspect of what the Western fashion is. So thank you so much, Christi.
You're very welcome. I'm
for having my back today.
Absolutely. Anytime.
And, continue doing this.
I will.
Yeah.
I will. Thank you.
Continue doing this.
And you too.
Thank you. So that's it for today. Sorry, I'm stuttering on my word, but it's the end of the show, and stay tuned for next Saturday. We'll definitely have a lot more coming for you, different guests each time. And in case you missed everything we had talked about so far, please watch this live video today on YouTube and tempoafrique.com, and with our special guest today, Christi from Minnesota here. So again, thank you and have a wonderful night.